Hello, today I'll be presenting about my boiling point experiment. So here are my contents. First, I'll be talking about the question and hypothesis. Next, I'll be talking about the materials needed for this experiment. And third, I'll be talking about the procedures for the experiment and then the results. And finally, fifth, the conclusion of my experiment. So first of all, the question and hypothesis. So the question that popped in my mind when I was deciding what to do for my experiment was, would the time taken to reach the boiling point vary depending on which pot, differing base diameters, the water is boiled in? If so, will the time take longer for the pot with longer diameter or shorter? And the hypothesis that I came up with was that the pot with the shorter diameter will take shorter time to boil. So next up is the materials. Um, So there are a total of 4 materials needed. The first is 1,500 milliliters of water, because we need 500 milliliters for each pot. And there will be 3 pots needed. There will be pot 1 will be 16 centimeters in diameter, pot 2, which is 20 centimeters, and pot 3, which is 24 centimeters in diameter, as it can be seen in the photo on the right. The third materials needed is the stove, which is for firing up and increasing the temperature of the water. And 4 is a timer to calculate the time taken to reach the boiling point. Next are the procedures. So first of all, we prepare the materials that we've introduced previously. And then we pour 500 milliliters of water into each pot. And then we set each pot on the stove and light it up and start the timer, and we do this by one. And then we record the time taken until the water reaches 100 degrees Celsius. And next we compare the time to see which pot has taken the longer or the shortest to reach its boiling point. Here are the results. The results are as follows. Pot 1, which had 16 centimeters in diameter, took 4 minutes and 24 seconds to reach its boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. And pot 2, it did, with 20 centimeters in diameter, took 3 minutes and 42 seconds to reach its boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. And pot 3 took 3 minutes and 21 seconds. And finally, we come to our conclusion. So first of all, I'll introduce why I chose this topic. I chose this topic because I wanted to find a way to cook my ramen quicker, as everybody wants to do. And the conclusion was that my hypothesis was wrong. The reason my hypothesis was wrong is because I didn't take into account the fact that the larger the surface area of the bottom of a pot is, the greater the surface area in direct touch with the fire, leading to more energy being transferred into the water, and which, in other words, the quicker it takes to boil. And thank you.